guys, it's Rebecca, and today I'm going to be making a video explaining how my Shawn Mendes concert went, and I have some advice for you guys as well. So let's get started. So first of all, 2 days ago on July 9th in Seattle, I went to Key Arena and I saw Shawn Mendes and Charlie Puth, and it was honestly like one of the most amazing nights ever. I've been to a few concerts before, and it was definitely in the top 3 of all the concerts I've been to, and I just, I knew it was going to be a good concert, but just living in the moment, and like, I mean, I took a lot of videos and everything, but being able to live in the moment and just like really hear the vocals of them, it's very nice to do that. So I'm going to explain how my day went. So on Sunday, I had to go to church, so I was up at 6 a.m. and then my friend was dropped off at my church, and we had lunch, and then we headed down to Seattle, and we got there around 1 o'clock, and we wanted to check out the arena first, because we wanted to see if there were any booths there at all, and at the time, there was nothing set up, so we were like, let's just go explore Seattle a little bit. And as we were walking away, these girls did a fan project for Seattle, and it was for the song Lights On. And they handed us this. It was like a little cutout of a light bulb. It says, "I want to love you with the lights on." And it just says, "Hold up during lights on." And then their little Twitter handle, Mendes Seattle. So, yeah, they handed these out, and then they handed little cellophane things that went on your camera lens or your flashlight thing. And I had the color purple, and so during the song, I taped it over it and then had the flashlight on, and we were able to see some color of flashlight. I don't exactly know how many people had it, because I was on the floor, which I'll explain more later, but, so I don't know how many people on the floor had those things, so he could have saw a really cool, like, rainbow of colors, but we'll see. Anyway, so we explored Seattle for a little bit, walked around, and we did the Ferris wheel, we did the gun wall, just some tourist stuff, and we got back to the arena like around 4:30. So we went around, we walked to the radio booths, and because they had some set up at the time. And so, what was it? No, Power 93.3, whatever, radio station in Seattle. They took our picture, and I got this yesterday. So, this was a picture they took of us, of me and my friend. And, I went to work yesterday after the concert, and my coworker said that, she's like, "Hey, I saw you on Movin' 92.5 Snapchat." And I was like, "What?" And I didn't realize that they posted a picture of us, but we did like little goofy hats or whatever, and they posted this on their Snapchat story, and I screenshotted it. So, yeah, so we took a couple pictures. They had a cardboard cutout also, but they didn't seem to put our picture online, which I'm kind of upset about. But also, there was a lookalike of Shawn Mendes, who I found out after the concert had actually met him, which I'll show you the picture in a second, but this is the picture of me and the lookalike of Shawn. So, he came around and was just taking pictures with everybody. It was so funny. And then I later saw on Twitter that he, actually met Shawn, and I screenshotted that. Like, look at that. Like, they look, I mean, Shawn's obviously taller, but, I mean, they were wearing the same outfit. Like, what the heck? So, yeah. So that's what we did before. We waited in line for like 2 hours, and then we got in, finally. Took forever, but we got in. So we went and, went to the bathroom, got some food. We went down to our seats. Oh my Lanta. So I was on the floor, and I was in row 24, like seats 15 and 16, I think. And honestly, like, when we sat down, we were like, dang, we were very close. We were, I think, 4 or 5 rows away from the B stage, like in the back. He has a little B stage, and I'm so glad he does. Oh my gosh. So I'll explain that later. And so we got there, and as we're sitting down, we're like, this isn't very far at all. And once people start standing up and you're in the back on the floor, it seems like it's a lot farther away than it is. So at times it was kind of hard to see, but that's just what comes with being in the back on the floor. But so Charlie came on at like 7:30. And then he sang. Charlie was so good. Oh my gosh. He sang his hits, and he sang Attention, which is the new single, and I loved that one. Oh my gosh. Charlie, it was like the perfect opener for this concert. I think Shawn did really good picking the opener. Anyway, so Charlie came on, and then Shawn was late. He was like almost 10 minutes late, which is whatever, but you know, we were waiting for him, and so yeah, Shawn came on at like 8:40ish, and so I don't know if you've seen the stage, but Shawn has the main stage, and then in the back there's a little B stage that's in the shape of a circle, and above that is like a little moon thing, like a globe thing. So it lights up and it does a bunch of stuff. So if you go see, you'll understand what I'm talking about. But it has this thing, and so it opened with that going, and I'm not going to give away the set list if you guys don't want to know, but he opened, and we were freaking out. It was so amazing. Shawn just freaking vocals, my gosh. And I remember I really wanted to film all of Bad Reputation, so I did, and I'm so glad I did, because I saw a video of it before I came to the show, and I was like, I need to film this, because Bad Reputation is just so good. Like, it's one of my favorite songs of Shawn's of all time. Oh, I love that song. And then I don't know if I think I'm going to. Okay. So after the song Ruin, he goes to the B stage. So this is the part where everything got crazy. So since I was like 5 rows away from the B stage, I was so glad the girls next to us wanted to run to the B stage as well. Like, we had made a plan. We're like, yeah, let's after he does this thing, we're gonna run and go. So we made a plan. We're like, right after he goes, and I remember girls kept going up throughout the concert to the security guards, like, hey, can we just hang out here? And they're like, no. And then right at the end, they were not listening to the rules, and so they ended up getting in front of us. But oh my gosh, okay. So we ended up being like 3 people out from the B stage. So if you're really squished with people, like, literally people squish like sardines. That's how it is. It was basically a mosh pit. People were sweating everywhere. It was that was crazy. Just as soon as Ruin was done, we sprinted, and it was just really crazy because basically everybody realized what was happening, and then so there were girls pushing on us, you know. That wasn't the best, and then there was tall people in front of us, so it was kind of hard to see, but we were super close. And so I remember we were waiting for him to enter the B stage, and all of a sudden I looked, because, you know, we're lower down in the stages, you know, up here a bit, and I remember he had a piano that came up, and I saw, like, he was literally just standing there for like 30 seconds just looking around at the crowd. Girls were screaming because, I don't know, but his people hadn't let him go on stage yet, but he was just standing there waiting to go up, and I saw him just smiling in our direction, not directly at me, but just smiling at us, and like, oh my gosh. I remember I just saw him standing there, and I'm like, oh my gosh, excuse my language, but holy shit, like, Shawn is just looking at us, and I was just like, oh my gosh. And then he walked on the stage, and he got like 10 feet away from us, like when he was doing the piano, and he was so good. He literally looks so perfect in person, up close. Like, I mean, we could see the screen. We could, I mean, since we're far away, we couldn't really tell the facial features very well, but, I mean, you know. So the fact that he was so close, and I know it sounds weird, but we could see him sweat, and we could see the neck vein. I know you girls, you guys like the neck vein. I do too. We could see the neck vein. We could. And Oh my gosh. And so I remember, so he sang a few songs there, and every once in a while he looked at us, but we were facing like in the back, so his back was to us most of the time, which kind of sucked, but he was still right there, so right there. And so I'm gonna show you a little bit of the video that I took during that song. So Shawn was walking. Wait for it. He comes back and he does this. Ready? That point I was, excuse my language again, but I was fucking dying. I was dying, and he was like 5 feet away, or even close. I don't even know. I don't even want to know. But he was so close, and I realized, I was like, dude, if those girls hadn't gone up to the barricade right before us, like, because they were not following the rules with security, we would have been right at the barricade, and he literally put his hands right in front of where I was. Like, I can't. And I, like, screenshotted some pictures of when it happened, and, I can't. Oh my gosh. So this is the screenshot that I took when he came and touched a hand, which is literally right in front of me. So, I can't. He was so good. He was literally just amazing. So, the rest of the concert was so good too. Like, if you ever have a chance to go see Shawn Mendes in concert, go. He is honestly one of the best singers that I've ever seen live, and that's saying something. Like, I mean, I've seen Taylor, I've seen Adele, I've seen Demi, I've seen Ariana. He's so good. Honestly, so good. So go see him. Okay, so now some of my advice. So if you're going, get there early, because you want to get into the stadium early, obviously. But also, I heard for meet and greet that they're out there pretty early. So if you want a good spot for meet and greet, I would go early, like in the morning time maybe, if you really want a good spot. Also, so if you guys have floor seats, depending on where you are on the floor, like if you're more near the back, I would recommend you talk to security guards, because we were on the edge of the row. So the girls that were next to us, they were on the edge of the row, so they were able to go talk to the security guards. And the security guard said to them, yeah, we got you. You got a spot. It's fine. So I would, if you're somewhere close to the B stage area where you can just run or whatever, when he goes back there, I would do it. Because the closer you get, the better. And the closer you are to barricade, the better. If you have barricade, you're good. I mean, of course, people are going to be squishing you, but that's just what comes with it. But if you're in the mosh pit part, the sardine pile, sometimes it gets kind of bad at times. Because literally, I just filmed all of Rose's. Like, I had my phone up like this, trying to film it, and I got a better view of of the actual show with my phone doing that, because people were just in the way. So go, talk to people, do that, and hopefully you'll get barricade, because that way it would be a lot easier to film or take pictures or even touch his hand, hopefully, if you're lucky. Oh my gosh, if you touch his hand, holy crap. Anyway, this video is getting way too long. I had such an amazing time. Shawn, I love you so, so, so much. Come back to Seattle, please, 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 please. I really want to meet you next time. I tried to meet him so bad. Oh my gosh. Anyway, oh yeah, I got this shirt. It has the tour dates on the back. And I also got the wristband that kind of ties as well. So that's what I got there. And also, I am wanting to do some singing covers. I've really wanted to get back into singing. So if you have any requests for any songs, leave them down below. I'd recommend some Shawn Mendes ones, because that's what I'm really into right now. So yeah, just do that, and like this video, subscribe, and comment. Alright, so I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!